idea of the market. So those are the two major approaches, breakdown approach and build up approach, where build up approach is more for the new hotels, new destinations, and where we don't get the previous reliable data, or that reliable data is not reliable anymore because of the certain major changes, for example like this pandemic. Now, what are the techniques for forecasting the sales when we have some data, reliable data in breakdown? One is called non-quantitative method, and one is called quantitative method. So let's look at them one by one. The quantitative methods, non-quantitative methods are two. One is called judgment method and one is called counting method. The judgment method would be a NAV forecast, is based on just assumption. So let's say we're going to make a 20% occupancy. For example, in current situations when the hotels have to do the plan for next few years, we have no idea how much the pandemic will affect the industry. So we have to make NAV forecast. Other method, so it's just that they were you cannot assume they will be same as the previous year, so you have to make certain adjustments. Jury of executive opinion will be, we are now asking the managers, okay, what do you think, how much we can do as a result of the efforts, or as a result of the current situations that are going to be in the market. And then the Salesforce composite means the method is similar, but we ask the Salesforce for their best estimate in the sales, and then we do the average up in their for the averaging the judgment. The other is counting method. The counting method means the survey of the customer buying intentions or test marketing. This is which is available for new hotels, new products, where you can use this method for because you don't have an idea of existing, so you can run up the promotions, see the feedback, and then build up your forecast. The quantitative method are usually available for running hotels, where the previous trends can be used as a basis for forecasting. So quantitative method cannot be used in forecasting where the situations have changed so dramatically that the past data will not be able to be used in the future expectations. So you have to be careful in using the time series analysis, because certain times the changes in the economic or political environments will render the past performance as useless in forecasting the future data. In time series analysis, there are two ways quantitative analysis. One is time series, another is casual or association method. The time series method means moving averages, where moving averages means we take 3 months data and then average out, and then the next 3 months, and then we average out, and the next 3 months we average out to see what is the trend, is it growing or declining. So that helps in estimating what would be the trend of occupancies and by how much it will increase or decrease, so that we can estimate the future production. Then you have exponential smoothing, where we are looking at the growth patterns over the months, so that we can see what is the average growth, and I run out the exceptional growth or exceptional declines in occupancy, and we smooth out the growth patterns. Then there is another method called Cox-Jenkins and trend analysis using ARIMA. These are two methods which are used statistically in the systems, so they are not able to be calculated manually. Then you have correlation and regression. So where we are having two factors, two factors of the sales and another factor which is impacting the sales. So it can be the month, or it can be a year, so that we can have, or it can be a season, or it can be certain other factors where we are able to associate the data relatively. These methods are not really helpful in hotel forecasting, because there is not related correlations between the occupancy and other factors. Usually it's only the month and the season and the occupancy room nights. So Mostly the moving averages or exponential smoothing is used in the hotel forecasting. Now the time series method can further be divided into more methods like trends. Trends are the movements in time series as a result of development in the population, technology or capital formation. So we definitely use trends in hospitality forecasting, where we look at the trends of weekday occupancy, weekend occupancy, the occupancy trends over certain events like New Year, Christmas, holiday periods, and we factor those trends into the future products, and then we see year by year, month by month, weekday by weekday, so that we can understand what are the trends happening in the past, and then on that basis we can estimate the future demand. Periodic movements are again consistent pattern of sales changes in a given period, so let's say seasonal variations. So we normally use that in our forecasting. Cyclical movements and erratic movements are also used in the business. Erratic movements are usually ignored. I mean, you have to iron out these erratic movements. So we have to identify erratic movements in occupancy in the past and remove them from the future forecast. For example, this pandemic is now going to be creating erratic movement for a long period of time. When we are doing when we are trying to estimate in the future for, let's say, 5-year, 10-year trends, we might have to remove these movements